Today's horoscope, Aquarius June 14, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. With the moon in your privacy sector today, be sure to take time out for emotional recharging. Still, today's transits are strong for nurturing and developing your pet projects or work. You can feel particularly inspired in your creative efforts or romantic pursuits. Special attention to personal hobbies or recreation and entertainment can be in focus. Conditions, as well as people in your life, seem to support your efforts or at least allow you the pleasure of going about doing what you want to do without guilt or distraction. People are giving one another the benefit of the doubt. You can find creative solutions for practical matters or health and wellness issues. With the Sun and Jupiter in a parallel aspect today and tomorrow, we are getting the most from the least. With just a little focus, you can get a lot done, but why not to overreach? Optimism and hope may very well lead to healing or opportunities to heal. A partner or good friend might be especially optimistic. Turn your cosmic binoculars up to the heavens. The upcoming weeks will have sweet new energy. You will likely notice a subtle shift taking hold that will continue to echo forth. Vesta, an asteroid in the far depths of our solar, has paraded back into direct motion in the watery depths of Scorpio. Vesta was named after the Roman goddess of the year. In the home and also holds ties to sacred sexuality due to the ancient priestesses and muses who used to worship her in temples in olden times. As Vesta channels Scorpio energy, you'll find a need for introspection and shadow work. Follow your instincts and take action as soon as ideas pop in your head. Overthinking will only lead to delays or a show-stopping mental block. It might seem impulsive, but it will work. Giving to others is something you enjoy doing because it's a way to express our intuitive nature, which can sometimes get overlooked. You are a sensitive person, and getting your needs met can go overlooked as well, unless you have very old friends who've known you for a while. You need to learn to put your feelings into words. Be on the lookout for ways to express your feelings and to be heard. A virtual book club is a fun and social way to express your emotional response to literature and could be a good place to start. This is the day to sit down and plot out your course of action. By doing this, you will fine-tune your competitive edge. As ambitious as you may be, when it's a vibration in control of the day, having a game plan established will be your key to success. After you have completed the tasks at hand, you will be more ready to take on new projects and challenges. Get organized and plan your strategy first thing for the best results. 3 days after Jupiter returned to your work sector to begin your biggest year for job growth and expansion in over a decade and also the busiest, the moon is making its monthly visit to a nostalgic and reflective part of your chart. While the moon clashed with Jupiter and it has already delivered its reminder when it comes to knowing when to keep your work hat on and when to take it off, today's clash with Mercury is different. Mercury is a smart and practical planet, and along with the moon's intuitive edge, they have a better chance of working out a compromise. While Mercury, the planet of communication, is still 2 weeks away from your relationship sector and Mars will leave in 4 days, the fact that backup is on the way makes all the difference. With Mercury staying until early September and Venus, the planet of love, keeping things going until later that month, Mars' final days are about giving you something to fight for while continuing his alliance with the 5 planets in your communication sector. Daily Planetary Overview. Take a moment and ask yourself, do I like who I am becoming? That simple yet profound question sits at the heart of today's energy as the Sun in Gemini squares the North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo. This celestial alignment acts like a checkpoint on your personal journey, gently but firmly nudging you to reflect on how far you've come and where you're truly heading. You might feel like you're standing at a crossroads, sensing that a shift is needed, but you aren't sure what the next step should be. That's completely normal. Growth doesn't always come with clarity at first. It often comes disguised as discomfort, resistance, or even boredom. But remember this, comfort zones, while familiar, are rarely where we evolve. If everything feels a little too easy or predictable, it might be a sign that you're ready to stretch beyond the version of yourself you've outgrown. It's also a powerful moment to look inward, especially if you're finding yourself frustrated or facing setbacks. Resist the temptation to assign blame to others or external circumstances. That kind of thinking, while easy to fall into, can create rifts in your relationships and distance you from your own power. Instead, try to reframe the situation. What is this moment trying to teach you? Could there be another layer, another perspective, that offers insight instead of irritation? If conversations start to feel tense or emotions run high, give yourself permission to pause. You don't need to win every debate or prove a point right now. Sometimes, silence can be the strongest statement and space can be the most healing gift. People will naturally be drawn to your compassion and sincerity. Your willingness to show up for yourself and others will not go unnoticed. You might even find others joining your efforts, rallying around a shared cause or collective intention. These moments of unity, of mutual support, can be deeply healing and inspiring, especially if you felt isolate. Lately. That said, it's just as important to know when to retreat. Don't push yourself into situations that feel draining or overwhelming. Today's energy asks you to honor your boundaries. Find your sanctuary, whether it's a cozy corner in your home, a quiet walk in nature, or even just a few minutes with a book and a cup of tea. Sometimes the greatest wisdom comes in stillness. And while you're giving yourself space, allow yourself to dream. You may have your eye on something in experience, an item, a goal that feels just out of reach. Perhaps it's a little indulgent, or maybe even a big risk. Ask yourself, is this desire fleeting, or does it reflect something deeper? Often, the longing for something isn't just about the object itself, but what it represents: a lifestyle, a sense of self-worth, a new chapter. If that desire is grounded in authenticity, trust that you're capable of making it happen. You don't have to have all the answers today, but you can begin taking small, meaningful steps. If money is involved, now may be a good time to spend, as long as you're being thoughtful about how and why. Treat yourself, but don't pour it all into one big purchase. Think of your resources as seeds. With the right investment, they'll grow in ways that serve your long-term well-being. Also, listen to those around you. People are being especially honest and insightful right now. Whether you're making personal decisions or big financial moves, there is wisdom available to you sometime. In the form of a friend's offhand comment or an unexpected piece of advice. Stay open. You might just hear exactly what you needed. So as you move through this day, let it be both a mirror and a compass. Reflect on who you are and who you want to become. Celebrate the ways you've already grown, and take even the smallest action toward what comes next. You don't need to transform everything all at once. Progress is still progress, even when it's quiet and slow. I'd love to hear how this energy is resonating with you. Have you recently felt called to grow in a new direction? Or maybe you've been wrestling with a decision that feels tied to your identity or purpose. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might just spark inspiration for someone else on a similar journey. Today, you're not just going through the motions. You're growing, becoming, evolving, and that is a beautiful thing.